Welcome to Nidderdale. This walk begins in Pateley Bridge at the Nidderdale Agricultural Society car park. Cross the river first for a stroll around Bewerley Recreation Ground, where a standing stone remembers the men of Bishopside and Bewerley. There's a bandstand here too, a quiet spot to pause before the walk begins. Through the village you reach Bewerley Grange Chapel, built around 1495 by Marmaduke Hubie, Abbot of Fountains Abbey. Inside, whitewashed walls sit beneath old timber beams. It has been a home, a court and a joiner's workshop. For some 140 years it was the village school. It returned to worship in 1965. From Nought Bank Road, the path climbs a steep grassy bank. Take your time on this one. Higher up, the wooded valley of the Nidd opens out below you. At the top, a gate leads into Skrikes Wood. It's a private nature reserve and an important corridor for wildlife. Then out of the trees onto the heather and bilberry of Nought Moor. And there it is, Yorke's Folly, known locally as the Two Stoops, built for John Yorke to be admired from the hall in the valley below. There were 3 pillars once. The largest blew down in a storm in November 1893. The 2 that remain stand around 15 metres tall. There's a bench here and the view runs right across Nidderdale. Sit down for 5 minutes. It's widely believed locally that John Yorke had it built partly to give men paid work in a time of hardship. The gritstone along this edge has weathered into odd shapes. This one looks like a turtle's head poking out of its shell. More rocks, more glimpses of the dale and the light on the far hills. Now a lovely path with a high dry stone wall on your left to guide you along the Nidderdale Way. This is the kind of walking that blows the cobwebs away. On a clear day, the North York moors sit on the horizon. The mast has been your marker for a while. Reaching it means you're halfway round. Past the mast and its outbuildings, and the path begins its long drop towards the river. Down the hillside into Guisecliff Wood, the wall on your right, the dale ahead. Big boulders and a low mossy branch to duck under. Guisecliff Tarn is just off the path here and worth the short detour. Out of Parker Wood, past Curlew Cottage and Throstle's Nest, the track eases downhill. Glasshouses lies below you now, its church tower rising among the rooftops. From the bridge you can see Glasshouses Mill. Built to spin flax in 1812, it later made rope and twine and closed in 1972. And there's the mast again, high on the hillside where you were an hour ago. From here it's flat and easy, 1.25 miles on the Six Dales Trail, back towards Pateley Bridge. You come to a weir on the Nidd with a footbridge just beyond it. These old cast iron sluices were wound by hand to control the water drawn down to the mill dam. Above the water stands Castlestead, turreted and grand among the trees. Then pillars past, carved by Joseph Hayton for the Way of the Roses cycle route. 3 figures from Nidderdale's history. The lead miner. Mining here goes back to Roman times and lasted until the 1890s. The monk for Fountains and Byland Abbeys, which held great estates across this dale. And the farmer, for the sheep that have shaped these hills since medieval times. Just beyond, the old railway turntable, turning engines for the line back to Harrogate from 1862 until 1964. Then over the bridge under baskets of flowers and back to the car park in Pateley Bridge. And here's the car park gate where you started. 4 3/4 miles, 1 fine folly and a very good day out in Nidderdale. For the full route, the maps and all the photographs, just search for Paul Beale Yorke's Folly.